How are you doing today, chat? I'm quite literally melting. Actually, hold on a second. The roller is still down here. Why is it still down? It's not really blocking out any sun now, is it?
Danganronpa.
Because the tree is already blocking out all the sun. Yeah. There we go. Too many people giving me shit about me today. Why? Well, okay. How is everyone in chat doing except you, me? Because we don't care about you. Is that better? Alright, let's get this on the road then, shall we? That one there. The one. Is it your birthday, Meep? Is that what I have to infer from this? Well, if so, have a good day, I suppose. Let's get inside the elevator. Maybe. So is everyone ready to— what? Am I blind? Are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is? You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding, just kidding. How could I forget a Lil Nudjob? It's not like Lil Nudjob. Okay. She's a crucial part of the class drill this time.
What are you gonna
Okie
do?
dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out of here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. Happy potential birthday, Meep, yeah. And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible. Phew, so now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and weak. No one had any problems with her. We can also say that makes her an easy target now. Someone had made a choice to kill a girl like that. Do I have to talk to everyone again? And the murderer is one of us. You could say, there are one of us. Haha, okay, that's enough for me today. Someone's standing right here. No, I can talk with everyone. Okay, sure. Sure. You ready? We're doing this. I don't expect much to be said here, though. I will uncover the villain who will perform such heinous acts on a weaker individual. I don't know why the killer did what he did, but I'm sure it will work itself out. Just as always prevails, right, bro?
Shall we go?
Just waiting for water to cool down. Could you elaborate on that? Do you not have cold tap water where you are? Shall we begin? I mean, I guess it's not completely cold, but it's cold enough.
How very
Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, the idea of 3D makes me cringe. Cringe, bro.
Hey, come on.
Doko man, what's got her so worked up? Noises. There's something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. Hello, Kitty. I guess I wasn't much help on all this one. Look at this dick over here. Give you plenty to work with. Shows how far your logic can take you. Alright then. I remember this one being quite long, so I hope it's not too long and I can actually finish it today, but we have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. Gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. Couldn't get a handle on my emotions, I couldn't stop speculating. I've not seen the last case in all of the ones I've played so far, this one is the longest. Do you have like an estimate? Okay, 2-3 hours. Yeah, okay. Sounds about... yeah, it doesn't sound as long as I remember it being, but... Steel box sank with a heavy clinking sound deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally... So 2-3 hours for you. Plus 1 hour hack stacks. Well, you do need to apply streamer tax in this. It came to a sudden stop. Oh, what do you think? I redecorated. Isn't this so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Doesn't it look the same? Don't waste that time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Trust me, the hack stacks is worse. I'll believe you. Good, good. You're ripped round to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
thrills, chills, kills!
Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly... He's going to say this every fucking time, isn't he? A deadly betrayal, a deadly riddler, yeah. Defense and deadly faith. A deadly class rail. Yes. God damn it. I mean, I could have stopped here technically, I guess, but... because I can remember that for next time. Right, I still only have like 2 skills and I have no idea what they do, but... I guess I'm passive, I suppose. It's like a passive time increase, probably. Where's the other one? Oh wait, I already had that set. Oh, okay. I imagine that there was like some skills on the people that are already dead that you missed out on at this point. Like, I'm not sure what Junko Leon can give, but they probably have some stuff. The best ones are the passive ones anyway. I can imagine that, yeah.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Oh, better we. Oh, Switch, why are you being cringe right now? Where's the cable? Like doubling the health focus and time. I think I had one of those, but I'm not sure which one. Alright. Disconnect? Should be.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive
Look at the more time one.
punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
The focus one sounds nice at least.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off,
So let me move these acrylic figures in front of my monitor because they're always going in the way for whenever I stream on that one screen. It's nice for the rhythm bullshit, I suppose, yeah.
let's talk about the murder weapon!
This is something to drink. First we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. I mean, pretty obvious, ain't it? How are we going to argue about this? Are these people stupid?
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Ah shit, how did I shoot again? Alright,
According to the
expert.
Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
What? Should I give some... Oh. Never mind. Never mind, I'm being stupid here.
Chihiro's
Great
fatal
start,
injury.
great start. Yeah, I have to find the
It appears
contradiction.
it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file,
I wanted to
the
point
killer
out what the
used a
weapon was.
blunt
That's
instrument.
yeah, I was doing it the wrong way.
What kind of
Not what I
blunt
mean.
instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Just gonna let it play out, but it's
Interesting.
probably dead one.
That certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Poor Chihiro.
Yeah, it is the iron pipe.
Chihiro's
I'm just gonna
fatal
skip that and let it loop because I know what
It
to do.
appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Oh, this one.
Interesting.
How did I slow down
That
again?
certainly would make for a powerful weapon.
Hold on. R button, okay.
Poor Chihiro.
That one.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
I know there was a way to fast forward these as well, I
It
believe,
appears
but
it was a head wound.
I don't remember all the button layouts anymore.
According to the
Good
Monokuma
job, me.
file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
There we go.
No, that's wrong. Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was...
And the wound on the
Oh,
victim's
whoops.
head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
Yeah, it's the R button on the controller. I figured it out.
Looked at her head wound?
Yay! That's so creepy!
I mean, you have to investigate what happened. Come on now.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here.
Bunch of idiots.
Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is
Say the words.
fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to nonce of the... Oh, why? What have you added now? This debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Truth brothers will disappear if you hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. So way to keep this white noise from getting into your way, press the A button to attach the silencer. I see, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim. Oh, but if the action is difficult to set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case you can forget about the silence and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck. Wait, did he say go apply it again? God damn it.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it.
Did it get added here? Don't let me chat, I'm not completely here. A button. Because that's what the A button is for. Okay.
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
It's more like poker noise, isn't it?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is!
Oh, you feel me. Okay, so I imagine this is the second one.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it.
Oh, there's fire
Case
alarms outside.
closed,
Lovely.
as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no...
Not really need a silence for that, I suppose, but...
I might know one reason he could be
I imagine there was
involved.
more random stuff and harder difficulties.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
So it just shows the Japanese name down instead of the localized name, doesn't it? Genocide show? I had a message I had to shoot bird under 3 layers of white. No, oh dear. Just finished class, so I don't wish your reaction to it. You're also playing. Oh no, everyone's playing it now, huh?
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
Bit of lighter gangs.
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be 2 defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Chad, I'm gonna throw a brick at him.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic.
Speaking
and
of
it's
bricks,
something that
hello,
has
Ben.
never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Well, the characteristic of every genocide Jack case which the world at large doesn't know, if I'm not mistaken, is to do with the position of the body. Yeah, the body was hanged up.
Apparently, in every genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
I've introduced you 3 years ago, you've played with the first chapter and a bit of the second. But I too many games and that's how I put off. That's pretty much what ended with happening with me as well. Like I got to like this, after the second case and then just other games I guess came up and I stopped playing. I don't even know why. Also don't know why the stream on, to be honest.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So,
reading the manga.
how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
Unless that adapts the anime, then it might not be so good.
There's only one logical answer I can think of.
Stopped after 2 because the best girl, that maybe.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
I like how just stated so matter-of-factly, huh?
You lie! What?
Okay, who's getting far out of gonna go away to Jack this? Yeah. Like, I'm not sure how the manga is supposed to do it in that case. Like, if it like takes more of the game as well, or if it just like focuses on the anime.
Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec.
Chat, you have bricks. You know what to do.
Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever. Remember?
Nice name.
What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why has this gotta be so complicated?
I mean, complicated is one thing, but you're just constantly high on weed, mate. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not to be Toko. The answer is she's not one person, but multiple people, right? No, we're doing this. Oh no, how the fuck did this work again? God, what is the word I'm looking for? Oh jeez, I have no idea what I'm looking for here. Ah, fix it now. That works.
Now I understand. Is it because Genocide Jack has a split
Suppose it's a 70
personality?
feet thing. Yeah, it doesn't work with stream chat now. Is there really no term for it? I don't even know.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Great, media portrayals of schizophrenia. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows so good of split personalities with a behavior. Behavior change?
I got it!
Either that or she fainted.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
Yeah, it's a bit of a well-used trope, isn't it? Like they're actually 2 people, but they're also like normal and they're like a serial murder, just like a Jekyll and Hyde as well. It's a pretty common thing.
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
I'm fine. Wow, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Yeah. She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world is the front and the back, a top ending and the bottom, and sea of truth and the web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
she was acting funny, that's for sure.
It kind of bothers me when you
Melancholy
don't sound voice
Torvers
there.
completely disappeared.
Sure.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness
Sure,
and saw
good
Chihiro's
back
body
up.
again, she was utterly calm.
I wish you wouldn't word it that way, but I can also not fault you.
In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Oh, that cutscene again. Shaky. I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out to kill her, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
But it was from the monster to get out.
It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story.
I'm done in my room on the mob. Oh no.
She said
That's
a
not
murderous
me.
fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak
completely
attitude.
different things. Someone's
Isn't that
check
right,
to probably also
Toko?
get their information from Chris. Yeah. That's why I was confused at first at the word. Also keep in mind this game is like 10 years old, so like changes have been made to research like that, like in the 10 years I imagine. But I was just like confused at the like, yeah, I guess that's the word then, but yeah, that's not what my mind went like right away. It's like, yeah.
This is all a lie.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
I thought you were someone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only
kinda
yourself
important
to
right
blame.
now.
You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
It's a localization error, but also like a product of its time. Yeah. Hell, as a kid I got like diagnosed with ADHD, and then 5 years later they were like, oh no, actually you don't have that. It's like, yeah, I mean, the media in terms like advanced a lot. I mean, even like 10 years ago already, so yeah. Anyway, let's not dwell too much about that. It's just like, stuff has changed.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
Also imagine if you had to find more than like 5 letters in that gambit. That would be slightly annoying. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep a promise. But don't worry, never again. Don't let Genocide Jack ever have control ever again. And if that's just the idea, it would be too easy to
my
do.
promise. You would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
Why are you such a fucking Byakuya simp? God damn it.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
Cause you lost being hated. Yeah, when you word it like that, it makes perfect sense.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it, but...
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Honestly, compared to how she's designed, I wouldn't be surprised she's like shipping Byakuya with, I don't know, Mondo or something. For Joshi and all that.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Turko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge stud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... Well, I thought it was animated, because it's not.
Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see?
What the heck?
Yeah, I would be scared standing right next to that.
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
She's so intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
That's what that saying goes.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Thanks for calling, also makes it even worse. This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
Alright, Charlotte, take care.
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link
Thanks,
me to that
Monokuma. Thanks.
creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
I mean, life is pain, you're not wrong with that, but that's where that ends.
It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
Still wonder what everyone's secrets are, though.
But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
I mean, it is a perfect scapegoat to blame the murder on. Maybe she's totally right about it, but something's still bothering me. But she said I need to get some more details about all of this. Status of the dead body. Alright.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
Genocide Jack kills with
Say
scissors,
that,
not
but do you
dumbbells.
really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
You're really dedicating an entire slide to the laugh.
Give it up.
Come on now.
You killed her.
Seems that they've changed font, the Switch re-release, did it? And there's a modus operandi that's
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
I wonder why you did that.
If you had an alibi,
I don't know what the other vault looks like.
Oh, an alibi, huh?
Yeah, I guess it looks
now
more
we're
like
talking!
this, yeah.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi
No, that's wrong. Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction.
I mean, that's one way to frame it, I suppose.
I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using Ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee is a pretty fucking American reference, but alright then.
This is no creation of mine.
I'm pretty sure they don't sell Chef Boyardee in Europe, do they?
Let me rephrase that, in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Never seen it, so you're guessing no. I believe it's some instant stuff in a can, so I've seen some advertisements on it, but like, I think it was video streams or something. There's one clear difference between the murders. The photos from the other side of the Genocide Jack cases look at the neck and stomach. Here you see a clear difference. Fatal injury.
I got it!
Slightly
For
passing
one,
in the can.
the cause
yeah.
of death is different.
Sounds kind of disgusting, to be honest. I mean, I know it's edible, probably, but I'll make my spaghetti fresh, I suppose.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
Also, how much strength do you need to have? No, actually, no. How strong do these scissors need to be to keep someone suspended to a bloody wall? While also being, like, inside the wall.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with
Some
a pair
grade
of
A
scissors.
scissors right there.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
It's going to explain real soon. Okay, never mind that.
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Second difference is range artist was suspended. Photos of the old Genocide Jack case, all the case was yeah. It was used as
I
suspended.
got it! Do
No,
you
it's a
remember
pasta.
what the killer used to suspend her?
I had some spaghetti last night, but I love spaghetti, but like eating it in summer, it just like feels kinda off. I don't know, it's because of the heat.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
Even worse, when I was a kid, my parents always wanted to like eat outside in the summer, and my food never tastes good when I eat it outside. Like I don't know what it is. It's like really weird. It's the same goddamn food, but it just doesn't taste that well outside.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Scissors.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
I would eat outside, but the seagulls would be after the food. I mean, I live pretty close to the coast, but we never really had any seagull issues, luckily. Some food are good, or some others super quite mild. When we were in Amsterdam back on, oh damn it, Tuesday, we had like a bunch of seagulls that do next to the water, like stealing people's food. Yeah, of course it would happen.
And guess what?
It's a classic.
I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Who the fuck is Big Mac?
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
It's very custom made, so they're probably very sturdy. Yeah, but how do you explain that she just has like a scissor factory in her house? How do you get away with that?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
I don't think she's a lolly, but alright then. Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, what you notice is... I think I figured it out. Who she couldn't have killed. I think they were all male, right?
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
I was not really thinking about the names, but it was like getting the mental image of those pictures back in my head, which were all male, so...
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Kanarada, Tatsuhiro, Honda... yeah, a bunch of names.
They were all... guys?
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
I like how she says Lil, but everyone is like pretty much older than her that just like a murder, but... As if I could tell those were male names or not, yeah. As a non-Japanese person, you're also going to have trouble with that, yeah.
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl! And the mopey side of me...
See, I was right about that fucking Funjoshi angle.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
Well, okay, but why the pasta reference?
I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
I mean, it does fit with serial killers in the real world, like they also follow patterns, so...
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly car!
Lowly?
Oh no.
Her?
Triggered. Triggered.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
Superiority challenged.
That does make some amount of sense.
Also, Val, I'm not going to let you cook. I don't trust what the result is going to be.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
I mean, I'm pretty sure she would have scissors on her. Come on now.
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
I was about to say.
She's fully equipped.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime.
Where have you been keeping those?
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong.
Disagree about it.
Can you gutter dogs, all of you? Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There's one person. One person who could have copied Genocide Jack cases. Yakiaki, yeah. I mean, he should have known because he had the file.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
There's a difference between innocent and not guilty of a specific crime. True. I mean, like I've already said, some of these people aren't really fucking smart. Come on now. And they're just lacking common sense.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all.
His face, I don't like his face.
I'm on fire!
I think you're more than on fire.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I think you're the opposite of fire right now.
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Enter locker rooms. This is suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. When you agree. Suspicious. Seems to have already searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to
Yeah,
go
just
to the
kinda home
girls'
in that.
locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
Oh no, we need to think. It's a clear contradiction with Byakuya just said. It's really clear to everyone. New element has been added. Oh, why do you keep adding shit? Next we're going to add something called the truth flashback. If you aim at the weak spot and hold down the X button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will appear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the eyes to a like contradiction in your later truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make a case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you just have to use your keen wits, aren't you? In this case, I will say that if you don't use flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck, have fun. Just a button that he said? A button?
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before
Let me
we
check if
found
this
the
will add
body.
it. If you target the weak spot and then hold down the X button, you can use that. Okay.
But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural
this guy.
reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
you wish you'd taken me with you.
God damn it. I'm sorry, BJ, I realize there's a clear contradiction there, because it doesn't make sense I could have known before we even find it. Contradiction clear.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird.
No, we need to think here right now.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
I need to think right now.
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Yeah, right, now. What do you think? There's a mistake looking at what I said. I think that one more time is the contradiction is somewhere. Oh boy.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
We did it. Oh, right now. I got it.
How?
Because we didn't know it was
if you're
Chihiro yet.
presented with the opportunity to check out
That's
the
just holding down
girls'
X button,
locker
but I also
room,
shoot with the X button.
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was
We didn't have
Chihiro.
to do another button now, but...
No, it's wrong.
Especially if you don't hold it down properly, you just shoot. Tell me what's so strange about that. Oh.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents.
I mean, if he had studied the files, you know, the murder weapons would have been different and it would have been scissors, so...
The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Oh wait, no, I'm misinterpreting this. Never mind. The difference between this case and all Genocide Jack murders, the evidence that Byakuya is responsible is hidden there. What could it be? I don't know. No, the Kumish is having the time of his life back there. That's mad. What do you want me to do with that?
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
He's really just talking to people.
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope, was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Wasn't a rope, you idiots. Do people even pay fucking attention to the crime scene?
Indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Oh yeah.
No, it's wrong.
That fucking CG we saw multiple times, him sitting reading that book.
I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
Like, how did no one else pick this up? Why did you start about the murder to actually think rational? Yeah, actually, probably, huh?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya,
There we go, we
used the
get to see it
extension
again.
cord in the library more than once, haven't you?
People are blind. I mean... I can imagine that people... like, kinda get, like, shocked, because it's a fucking murder still. So... it's easy to say that people stop thinking rationally, but... still, it feels like they aren't really paying attention to save their own fucking ass. That's for sure.
And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
Yeah, but how would he have come into the girls' locker room, huh? The ID's on Latin, so... their reasoning is flawed.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right?
Okay then.
So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait, what was it just now? Something's not right. Shira's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can you really just accept that Byakuji said this is the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something more than what he said.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean she has to be murdered there, come on now.
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
I mean, she was small.
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Maybe did that just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya was so confident up until now. Maybe he never realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
It's gonna be that golden poster, isn't it? The evidence that shows that the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the book. It's a fucking poster, ain't it? Where is it?
I got it!
It's a
The
fucking
proof
poster.
that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
It all goes back to the big titty swimsuit girl poster.
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I mean, I ain't judging.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
Once again, I'm not judging.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
Fucking protein coffee.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Chad, how does protein coffee taste? I imagine it tastes really fucking disgusting.
Protein coffee? While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
And to be honest, coffee itself is already disgusting, so
But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
It's like coffee, but the consistency is fucked. Oh, that just sounds disgusting on its own. It's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It just moved. Oh no. Why you do this to me? I always press one button for this, even though it says it's on screen.
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Oh no.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
I want to say let me hear it, but I'm gonna regret it, aren't I? See, right, but you have really gotten into the boys' locker room season somehow. And the handbook's at the front of the reception.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, it's wrong.
I mean, good reasoning. I gotta give it to them.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing
Yeah,
about borrowing.
nice fucking loophole you have there. You can also just steal it. Like, yeah, didn't loan it, it's stolen.
In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook! The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring!
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Nice looking prohibitive of borrowing, is it? I don't fucking know.
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just...
You're also borrowing from the
wrong?
dead people if you use like the thing at the reception, so...
It seems like there's no way she
Don't
could
worry
have gone
about
into
it.
the boys' locker room. So
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it, then? Chihiro was good in the girls' locker room, and Byakuya was the one who did it, really. Still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right?
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait! Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
Time for the fucked part. Oh no, what are we getting now?
Well, alright then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Is this the only time this happens, by the way?
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be
Yes?
boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty
Okay, you haven't seen all this,
expectations.
fair enough.
So, shall we go?
I just don't like it being broken up, because now we need to talk a lot again. So before I even knew what was happening, the class wheel had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was the crime scene. Why the fuck is the body still there?
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place
Oh, this
top to
place.
bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want me to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Go suck on the bricky for me.
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
Dude, the only religion you have is fucking weed. Not fucking it, but just weed. Everything around it, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead
Hey,
body.
Sakura.
Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Put her hands together in a brief phrase, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but...
That girl body to a boy, perfect logic, yeah.
What? This is... What is this?
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form, and it was a massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy!
Shadow got it right on the, right on the money.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
Oh no, why do you look so smug about it? Oh, that's not.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Ben, it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, no, I'm really on
God
fire!
damn it.
I wish I had killed him!
So that's
doesn't
what
make it better.
Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
I don't like he's blushing about it.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
You think that Chihiro is actually a guy? I thought it never even crossed my
And
mind.
because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
I mean, maybe a show of respect, I guess.
Well, I must admit,
If you don't
I
already
did
murdered.
find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
Oh, go bite your tongue.
So now everything has been connected. All the
That should
mysteries
have been
have
okay.
finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Ah, he's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder.
I mean, you wouldn't be too dumb to not realize that, yeah?
At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but... it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct, for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is
I mean,
much
maybe they
more
don't, but I'm so
important,
curious.
You say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility, because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
I mean, you do kind of look like an ant.
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Miyagi didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? So I think we can be sure we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means... the killer was a guy.
I got it!
Since the crime scene was a boys' lockers room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it'd have to have been a guy. But it's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Celeste again. No, we're getting the death part now.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but... did nobody get a look at the killer?
Not nice spinning text, mate.
Sure, if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point.
No,
Even
okay.
that might be
Probably
enough for
next time it
now.
comes up then.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Yeah, the purple
It's
goat.
over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer. And it's not like they're just gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game over.
Not this fucking card again.
Yeah! No! Not game over!
Where is this quote originally from? I'm pretty sure it's not from here.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
What's this one actually? I'm not entirely sure which one of the
Clues
two
are
it
one
is.
thing, but... did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Oh, it's not that one. Come on, God, don't scare me like that. Makes me think something weird is going on. Let's read one more time. There's a dictionary in there somewhere.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us
This
to
one
who
then?
did it?
Also not. I already know that only the killer saw the victim.
Shoot!
Yeah, I guess that's an next one to try, yeah.
Isn't there a single
Someone put me
clue
on
that
this
might
one.
lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure
Alright,
if someone
together
saw
then.
the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. Only the killer.
No, it's wrong.
Not even sure if the Astral Planet after these.
I believe someone
so.
else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
And that's also true, we didn't find out.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
I'll better get going, I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
I mean, probably because of the little secret.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No, you already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was
Did I
waiting
even
for
find
them.
anything relating to those items?
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Why? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse.
Chet, why is it called a duffel bag? What does the word duffel mean?
All the bags in there are the same, so
It sounds so silly.
I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Duffel sounds Dutch. I mean, even a Dutch person it doesn't know it, so...
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about
So
the
what are you
jacket.
insinuating with that? Did you have silly words? This hero's dragged out a jacket really holds some sort of clue what to kill him. Somehow it's really hard to believe. I'm not sure where the hell this is going. So let's account again?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
Well, this might be one of those you need to scan. Oh,
He was
no.
on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
It's done in Belgium.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
How do you know that?
My tracksuit is black.
Oh, what are you talking about? Shut up, you little bitch.
Shoot!
Think about it one more time. Contradiction in there somewhere.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was
Just
on his way to
never
go
mentioned
exercise. So
the
next we have to ask,
tracksuit.
why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Oh, wait a minute, I shot too late.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising.
I guess it was a statement then, but it just shot too late.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
You shoot
No
that
way.
a little bit sooner.
Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
That they were like painting from deceased people.
Yeah.
It was like,
Sounds really odd how to do something like that.
First of all,
And
we know
I'm
where
pretty
Chihiro
sure there
was
is a
headed.
button to fast forward this as well, but I
He
don't
was
remember
on
what
his
it
way
is.
to go exercise.
yeah, that definitely was the fast forward.
So next we have to ask,
Yeah, I know Charlotte, but I don't know what the
why did
button
he
for it
choose the
is.
specific tracksuit that
I'm
he
not just gonna
did?
press random things before I fuck something up.
What do you mean, the specific
I
tracksuit?
mean, my guess would be like one of the shoulder
Actually,
buttons.
maybe it's in here. Fast forward, hold on the beeping. Ah.
I got it! It matched the one the culprit.
So,
The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
There we go.
no, it's wrong.
I mean, yeah, I should have just checked it earlier because it's clicking multiple times and looking
Hold
at
on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago,
stuffing a tracksuit into a duffel bag. And then I assume he had it up to exercise.
she never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
So yeah, I just shot too late on the other one. It's got me confused for a second.
What are you? You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Oh no, Mondo just blew
Before
himself.
we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just... I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, she wasn't
No,
wearing it.
that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the only possibility.
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
What's with these nicknames she's giving around? Big Mac, Jerry?
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
I don't think this case is going to be that much longer, actually. It's like it's 1.5 hours already. Just like that should have gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did.
I have no idea how much confusion extra bullets are to all this sometimes. Fair enough.
Focus on the tracksuit and
Keep forgetting you're playing on high
obviously
difficulty,
met
yeah.
with? What a bunch of nonsense.
You still didn't include post. Nah, fair.
Ah,
Fair.
now
Not sure
I
what makes my
understand.
take.
It was all one big bluff, wasn't it?
So it's 2-3 hours until the next chapter starts. Okay.
Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
I mean, I'm mostly going to do this trial and like the little post-trail stuff, I guess. Before the like next chapter rolls around. It's like all I'm doing today.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
I like that she's pointing towards us, but Mondo's like right next to her. It's like, what are you pointing at?
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
The way he talked, the way he was acting, because I hate him. I mean, I guess he acted off, maybe?
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to
Alright,
men
never
and
mind.
women
Yeah, I
differently.
realize it now, yeah.
You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to
yeah,
refer
that's
to
true,
him
yeah.
as dude. Once I picked
I
up
caught
on that,
myself.
it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny detail?
I forgot about it because it was bloody weak.
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
Monokuma mentioned something about accidents the night before something happened, so it probably was an accident then, huh?
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
What are you going on about?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
I just spit it out, dude.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Find it on the ground, right? Then it must belongs to Mondo? Belongs to Mondo, doesn't it? But that's mine. Then whose is it? You better calm down and think about this.
Shoot.
Oh no. Some embarrassment. Oh crap, I'm one hit away from death. So find on the book and it must belong to Chihiro?
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
Face bombs.
For a fact.
For a fact indeed.
Didn't be like, oh no, Orisa reminds me of the not like this email. Not like this.
I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
No, it's supposed to be unbreakable.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
Monokuma's just like overselling himself, huh?
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How, precisely, did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbook break? There's only one positional thing, hitting its weak point. That's all.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and 2 of them broke in quick succession, then
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the
Didn't even
weakness
take that
is,
long.
right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we
Yeah, if
want to
someone
break our
breaks
own
it, they already have something to
handbooks?
hide, so...
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, cause I found the handbook laying on the
we
floor
went
of
to
the
sauna.
sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh?
Yeah, it is actually kind of weird. Why do you not get burned?
It's because
Oh.
as your sweat evaporates,
Thanks
it
for the
creates
biology
a
lesson,
cooling
Monokuma.
layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
So why do we go into the sauna again, by the way? 200 Fahrenheit, you presume? Yeah, probably, because if it's 200 Celsius, you're just fucking dead no matter what.
That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's
Sauna's
handbook in the
nice day.
sauna,
Look, I'm already sweating a lot in the last few weeks because of the bloody summer. What is nice about sweating? Why would you go to a sauna? It doesn't seem very fun to me.
I don't like saunas. You're talking to the wrong person, you idiot.
Well, I guess.
then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Sauna's not much of a summer thing unless you have a pool sea nearby.
Indeed.
Better be in a pool.
Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
Needs to be during the winter season. That's why Finland does so many of them. Who would have done something? Well, we know Mondo and Takashi know about
I
it.
don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
At least one of them, at least, because I think whoever's a broken ebook handbook now, right? Well, Leon's one was broken, I think, unless they swapped it out. But Mondo and Takashi should be broken.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Yeah, you. Should be the one we were all like close into the sauna, it was. Yeah, because Mondo was not wearing all his clothes. But this dork was. No, it certainly wasn't me, but I mean, I just awfully well, Taka. Could you know who it actually was? In that case, go.
Shoot!
God damn it. Did I swap them up? No, I guess I did then. It's Mondo down.
Here's my answer.
I was naked.
Mondo,
Well, almost naked.
your handbook got broken in the
I guess I
sauna.
just mixed it up somehow.
Yeah.
What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance
All the stuff
contest
has
in the
happened in
sauna
this
not
week,
too long ago. Remember? And for the
Yeah,
contest,
someone had swapped him
Mondo
around.
just so
Yeah.
happened to keep his school uniform on.
I don't know why. Your dad goes full clothes in the sauna? Yeah, this Dorkazoid over here.
But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook
It's
into the
50-50,
sauna
it's
could
fun
easily
build it.
destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but find something that proves it beyond the shadow of a doubt. With the dumbbell? Oh no, why is it 3 things here? I got a switch.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
That's a switch.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Someone has ever broken the silence script and could prove that when he showed them.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
I'm not sure which one to use here.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
I guess you have to see heroes
See?
then.
Look! Makoto was
Yeah.
wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Let's test if what he says is correct. You broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves
it was a
that
weird
what
one.
Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
It's not your heroes. All you're talking about, shut up a little bit.
Shoot.
Contradiction in there somewhere.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken,
Where's the other one again? I'm
then
not
that
like it, to be
proves
honest.
that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look!
And the problem is, I
Makoto
don't know
was
if I was
wrong
gonna
after
stop me
Mondo wouldn't hurt a
if I
fly!
lose, because I cannot save here. No. Nope. System L. No. These like you use different of them to arrive at the same result.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook
I am
is
drawing a blank
actually
area.
broken, then that proves that what
Should work
Makoto
with
said
broken, you
is
think?
right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See?
Bounced
Look!
off.
Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly.
I'll do the chipmunks when you speed it up. It's kind of funny.
Let's test if what he says is you broke your own hand.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
It was this one.
No, it's wrong.
Okay then.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now.
Yeah, it's
is
like
it really yours?
it's like you said. Like I could have gotten to the same conclusion if I said he would have had if he would be holding Chihiro's one.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall.
Same reasoning, different way to get there, I guess.
Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it.
Because it's a decent argument for it, that's a beachy broken ones. Yeah, I can see it.
There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning? That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Are we ready to do the whole thing? Oh no. Oh, we are. This is probably the one with the bag then.
Oh, I totally forgot about the comic thing. Oh, that's... I remember now. It all comes back now. Oh.
Dumbbell goes here.
My Steam is cringe now.
Oh, your Steam also looks cringe now. I think you're done with this soon to get another hour of this stuff happening. Yeah, okay. This is the other one. Sauna.
Just check that 100% achievements and then another one.
100% achievements?
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what the achievements could be actually.
One of the achievements is collect every possible present, so yes.
Oh no. Well,
yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna follow like all the achievements in this.
I was one of the crazy ones that bought every gift.
This one maybe? Like I don't see the hard counter here, so I'm probably fine if I like mess it up one time. On the floor here with that. Actually, what's going on up here? Yeah, okay, that should be the poster one then. Wait, where's the two poster ones? Oh, that's totally not confusing. This game has no purpose with New Game Plus. Can't imagine it now. Like you already know all the answers, so... This one goes here. Oh, this is the sauna. I suppose. One is taking down a post and the other one's replacing them.
I think back when I played this, I messed up the poster one.
Yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't help that there's like two of them.
Yeah, because it's a bit confusing, they're right next to each other.
That's the door. How do you know what the difference is between putting it up and taking it down now? Because this one's putting it back up. I'm gonna get multiple tries anyway if it like messes up. So well, at least I hope that I'm not instantly dead because I'm like half and half right now. So that one is like really nondescript, like yeah, handle. Opening the door. I think you need the inverted poses, but you might be wrong. One second. No, I think I want to replace this one with the plus button.
The killer is you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct?
I mean, to be honest, the posters are very confusing though.
At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
Oh, no, doesn't it?
She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Okay, these are correct.
Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro.
Let's get this one correct.
And attacked him.
Yep. That was a good change.
And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Time to see where the rest goes, I guess.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
And then everything might need to rearrange the events of the case. Oh yeah, I'm dead. But it leaves me those moments ever to say, oh, we've already come to the end of the debate. Well, then class is already adjourned. Oh, this is not good. Why does it start me as a question? The one with most votes is Makoto. However, Makoto is not the black and too bad. So the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations to them. On the other hand, everyone else must be punished. Oh, no.
Is this really the end for all of us?
What do you say? We'll give it another shot? Yeah, but where are you putting me?
I refuse to give up yet!
I like when you fail, just everyone votes for you. It's like, what the
yeah,
fuck is this?
It makes no sense story-wise.
Yeah.
Okay, so this puts me back in this segment. Okay, so just one of the poster ones that I messed up. Dumbbell. Not that dumbbell. Kurt is always the culprit. Yeah, I mean for the first one it kind of makes sense, but... So does anyone remember which one I put that? I don't remember anymore now.
You already won one, yeah.
Hmm? Oh, goddammit. Like, there was 3 of these with the same fucking poster in there. It's like...
Pretty sure it was the closest.
One with the bent ghost who goes first, you think? so I'm not sure what this is really doing. Poster, I suppose? Would it make sense to move the body first though, and then like do the rest? Well, the corpse I guess, suppose first, then the rest.
The killer is you!
Does it resume where I left off? No, it doesn't.
First, at the time.
Just want to skip forward to where we left off, basically.
That.
Don't speed up the animation, sadly, but that's that.
But how? Simple, which is why. Once inside,
you wouldn't have this problem if it didn't mess up this one. That one this was that one sequence.
It's and it and
alright.
It was.
Alright, let's see.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster.
I mean, it would make sense if you just like first do the carpet shit, then put the body in there, and like afterwards like do the posters and shit. But who am I to reason, I guess.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks have been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
It gives me the same name a little bit.
And that's exactly how the killer did it.
Like, you'd think they put the focus more on like getting the handbook from the reception instead of the poster then again, but...
With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work.
Like maybe on hard mode there's like multiple more of these like extra added, I'm not sure.
They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene
That's
switch.
extra focus options. I mean, there's not extra panels you need to fill in then.
That could have been the end of things, but no.
Still doesn't explain how he found it out first though. Like, I guess he went to the library to read and then saw it? I don't know.
Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
He's running up like before. Well, I guess we're just reading then. I mean, here I am assuming that he like would be able to go to bed like everyone else, but
lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime.
As to why the body didn't get like reported then, it's like because he also said on the day like 3 or more people need to find it.
He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Something when you go out of this, like some entertainment though.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
Okay, guess that's well.
And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna.
All because of fucking up the one poster panel. God damn it.
And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Wait. No. This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence of Mondo's the killer has already revealed itself earlier in the trial, and someone show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Oh no. Once I do that, everything will become clear. New element has been added. Chat more. Fever time and naga time. During a bullet time battle, you press the R button. Fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. You can press A button however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. There's only lasts until the focus gauge runs out, so make best possible use for your time. Of course, it won't be fair if only you got access to that special time, right? So you've also prepared something called naga time that your opponent can use. If your opponent activates naga time during bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in the rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. Don't know what I was worried about. Surprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, opponent will use naga time. Well, good luck and have fun. This thing didn't need to be here. This thing didn't need to be here. Why is it you?
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence.
Well, by me, I forgot to what the button to destroy was.
I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
He calls you stupid. Fair enough. Now this thing didn't need to be here, to be honest.
Right? Mondo must have
finance.
replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
Almost 1,000 points somehow? How much further did it get there?
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just... give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Look at it there.
What?
Oh, the time looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owada.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not anonymous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
What?
I refuse to believe it. Corn hair, yeah. There was no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Molyneux's taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time, it's a sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. He was so weak even though he was a boy. He had had things like that for as long as he could remember and couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and bury himself further and further into that weakness, to make his own to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as a way out. Nobody will be able to say about even though you were a boy. No matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear, instead it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak, 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 weak.
Once the killing game had begun at the school, no one had the choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack and the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him even more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things as they are, so maybe we can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. You don't get strong from lifting one day, though. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
That's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says even though you're a boy, it will be okay, I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day he made a commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retain his mind and body. Retrain, not retain. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask someone's help. But he wanted to tell the person the secret first, and then ask him to help from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
The representing McQuine said. It was me. Yep, sure was. The biker gang fellow had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured out that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Hold on. Slapped him as the entire point of this. Yeah, fair point. That would only stop Twitter. Nothing stops Twitter, I'm afraid. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro has always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it would give me some courage. So we went to ask him Mondo and help him become strong. Why was it still Chihiro tag box? It doesn't make sense. That was his inspiration. And he thought that only the Mondo support would ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he made to Chihiro. He did what he did? I mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room.
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between man he made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep a secret? It wouldn't give away the secret that Chihiro was a boy, come on now.
Because
if everyone knew he would be in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once it started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so... he tried to peck Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he made to Chihiro, who he also killed. Why would he do that? This case is kind of bad for everyone involved except Byakuya, because I'm a fucking pigeon. Right, don't harm birds with this, come on now. The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what I did, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The pigeons. I mean, how about the seagulls? Seagulls are assholes. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
It's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone.
You're wrong!
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standards is a height of folly. Even if he can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Time to kill the bear. Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join the gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother, named was Daya or whatever. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got a motorcycle. Got on a motorcycle, close enough. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him every way he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, #1 in the gang, and his #2, the younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands, Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be a leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why...
I just...
I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once, just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly... Laying his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault. Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey kid, the rest up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Cause it's a team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that caused his accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger, under the banner of the kid who's bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he's got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Okay, strong. And yet, as soon as the killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. Damn Trocoon. And then the lovely, hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear he would have a problem. It was clear he would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother. I didn't really do it. It was an accident. No matter what, I couldn't let all the gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His stuff and all the guilt I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why. Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure of what to think or say, but after a while the fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because, I mean, you've kept a secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. It's almost like a knife in my gut. I felt like it was exposing the lie I've been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I...
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You are really strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me all that? Why are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. I'm strong. 5 more times. Stronger than you?
You son of a bitch!
And you're stronger than Daya. I don't remember everything after that. When I woke up again, I was laying at he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had a dumbbell in my hand and was just staring at him down on the ground. Hey.
I killed him.
Oh.
I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Oh no. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. It was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and I turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't get free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. You bastard. Shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead, say that again, I dare you.
Yep.
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. It's what I want to say, but... Unfortunately, I can do that right now, because the time for the punishing is fast approaching. But punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now, well now, well now.
Oh, that's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Awada, the ultimate biker gang leader. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I said wait.
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Remember this being a weird one. And there's also the last one I remember, because after this I stopped. Monokuma, why do you have this hair? I mean, I know why you have this hair, but come on. This one is just almost silly. Yeah, it's just a weird one. Cage of Death. That sounds kind of low again. It's like the audio balancing is kind of weird. Look at the bear go.
Man, this is like the equivalent of Fortnite dancing. He's just Fortnite dancing on Mondo.
Monokuma would Fortnite dance on people. He would force people while they're dying. Don't worry about it.
He be dabbing on him.
Yeah, someone I got turned to butter. Don't fucking ask me why. I don't get it either. I feel bad for both of them. Yeah. Laugh at that and your soul will forever be at peace. I assume there is some pun. There's probably a pun going on there. But yeah, it's a bit of a sad case, yeah. Like, it shouldn't have happened, really.
Yeah.
You're getting thunder now. Oh, take care. Alright, see you around later. Please take care. We have like done next Monday?
Yeah, next week, maybe.
It can't be. My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are so lightly here. Are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Joker moment right there. As Sagasat screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But he of course had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. Byakuya?
What is this?
Oh, you're completely insane, you know that. A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because this is a game of life and death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that.
However.
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crying?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was so calm and emotionless. Like the voice of death, it chilled me to the bone. Last night when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual. That explains his whereabouts.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too? It rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing
Well, I
to
don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he had gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
What?
How did Mondo not notice him though? I mean, maybe he was still going back and forth, I don't know. You mean he actually witnessed the murder? Now you were such a fool. You didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying that you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning? Motherfucker just knew the entire time, yeah.
That's right.
Indeed, but that doesn't mean the end of it. How boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up.
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create a fake murder scene.
But...
Damn man, if you hadn't figured that out, would really have done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned to look me into the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment. As I do decide to become blackened, I know who to have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Ooh, I'm up next.
You...
You'd like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is why? You like them? But you know, this is punishment, this despair. It's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Mean? Mean? Mean?
What the heck?
Mean.
Damn it!
Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever, doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as a victor, and then everything will be revealed to me. The noble son of a noble family. Surely you understand me. I think this is the sort of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up, I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. But let me just say this. After I have achieved a complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you, understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Tagami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled
Ooh,
up.
so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. The voice actor definitely had fun with his laughs now. Monokuma's laugh repealed across the courtroom, and the curtain closed in the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue. Because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that made it feel like a blind puppy in hell, had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot.
Maybe I just uploaded this case really is one of the best. I don't know why it happened. Like, first time I streamed it around, I like literally had no one watching, so it's just like, why am I killing my throat every time I'm streaming this? And the first time I think I just got distracted by other games, really.
Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match.
But shit, how is he doing that? He doesn't have any fingers. Don't worry about it, I guess.
But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right?
Hello Dan, thanks for the raid. I'm probably pretty close to ending it right now.
Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay?
Raid, oh no.
After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
Hello raiders. There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away!
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
Ooh.
I'm overweight. Oh wait, that's the same person. That's... Maybe OBS is bugging? I don't know.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole.
That's idea, Tommy.
And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
So there's a 16th student. Down left. Crazy Diamond present. I actually wonder if Crazy Diamond is supposed to be a JoJo Part 4 reference. Because obvious name, but not sure about that.
Oh shit.
I'd like to save, yes. Sniff. Sniff, sniff. Oh no, is this the loot for Twitch?
I know I shouldn't cry.
Hello there.
But I've had enough. I can't take it anymore.
I don't remember. Oh, thanks for the follows there. Oh no, horny.
Getting out of here.
There's nothing horny here.
Anytime soon. It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Donuts. I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Who doesn't like donuts? Glazed donuts, twisted donut, jelly donuts. Oh no. Cream-filled donuts, donut holes, malasadas. Those are donuts? I only know those things from Pokemon Sun and Moon, to be honest.
Okay.
This is streaming version 3 at this point. It will be a while before I get to the third game, I imagine. Oh, God of Donuts, I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for being the nighttime royal, but right now for me donuts are absolutely necessary.
Huh?
Is she going to be the next victim? I honestly have no idea. I don't even think I ever got to the investigation of this part. Sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse.
But
I'm super scared, but is someone there? It's a ghost. The next generation legends don't talk like they. Oh god, no, we're gonna get Hifumi chapter. Oh, I don't want to deal with Hifumi. The morning after the conclusion of the second class trail. Everyone met up in the dining hall, just like always. And I expected it to start like any other day. That's what I expected, but today's count kinda sucks, huh? Toko and Byakuya still refuse to show up. And I haven't seen Miss Asahina anywhere. She said her stomach was hurting, so she's taking these in her room for the day.
Oh!
That's rather unusual for her. Not when she's so full of energy. Which is exactly what makes me worry.
So then...
So it's just the 7 of us then. Chapter into screen aren't necessarily involved. I mean, I do hope so. I don't want to deal with Hifumi more than I need to.
How about that?
It's time for this where the committee chairman needs to get things going with a bang. Ah yes, the depressed Kiyotaka arc.
Impossible.
Or not. That hasn't said a word since everything that happened yesterday. One look at his face show he hadn't slept a wink last night. Must be because of Mondo. The two of them are so close, and then he finds out Mondo killed Chihiro. And then having to watch Mondo get punished and nothing he could do about it. Can't even imagine what it must have done to him.
Well...
So I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out, and we have no idea if help is ever gonna come.
It's like...
I'm all depressed just thinking about it. I haven't watched My Hero Academia, so I don't get the comparison sadly. Maybe you got it.
There's so many characters in My Hero Academia that I need to Google the name.
You simply have to make the best of things. Do your best to get along and live here along together in peace. Forget about the outside world and accept this new life.
Yeah.
That's the only hope we have right now. What? To live it forever?
It's this
Well...
dude. He's like a very righteous person, like all about justice and all that.
No, I can see it. We have every convenience. We have food, clothes, and every need is seen to. Are you dissatisfied? In fact, let me ask you this. What is it about the outside world that you long for?
Is that okay?
Competition, discrimination, victimization, and violence? As society grows, so does the perversion. Ah yes, society bottom text. In which case, our current situation is not. The demon angel, pretty princess. Oh no.
Huh?
Hmm?
Here we go.
Maggie, the drills. The drill shop owner, the bunny-eared Amazon, cat girl dog boy, Robo Justice, the galactic kid. Oh god, oh no. And. What I mean is, there's no 2D here.
There is nothing to be
The
done.
mastermind puts such a base desire to their advantage, bending you to their will.
You know?
Okay, well, anyway, since Sega's like catatonic, as the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up to take lead. So we're all gonna work together and spend the rest of the day searching the school. Searching?
I'm right.
Well, I mean,
right?
since the class drill is over and all,
Perhaps.
there should be new places for us to investigate. Yeah, that's to take it. Maybe they find some kind of clue this time.
Well then.
And once we're done eating, let's split up and begin looking around. Do you have any problem with that, Celeste? There may well be a discovery waiting for us, which may further enrich our life here. No, the point is to look for clues. And just as we started to come together, she barged in and ruined the conversation.
You called for me and so I appeared! Genocide!
No. I know what he calls for you. What the? I was coming as a genocide Jill and not Toko.
Yes!
God, this place is just amazing. Finally a place that can be just my murderous self. Which is why I decided to not stop holding back and spread my wings. No hiding in the cave for me. Plus I have another battle to fight. The whole killer with the split personality thing is so overdone. Gotta destroy the stereotype.
That's when she got really annoying for me.
She was already annoying.
Yeah, it made her worse.
Also, I like how she said the stereotype is overdone, despite just fucking embodying it so badly.
Yeah.
I fight all day and all night to murder those totally slanderous cliches. But you are a killer with a split personality. If she went in, my chance of survival would go at least up 10%. Come on, you gotta back me up here. Even the biggest stars need the little people to hold them up. Please bite on your tongue and die. The game actually calls it Genocide Jill, PC version always calls it Genocide Jack. Huh. Interesting. Well, whatever else we do today, first we should eat, we can't do anything on an empty stomach. You're right, let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation. Get out of my face. So we were forced to eat breakfast with a murderer, and after a much needed but very annoying meal, we set to work looking around the school. That's gonna be for next time. I'm getting close to 3 hours here. I'm getting hungry. And food's gonna take a while too, so... first thing I'm gonna do is actually go to the gacha machine, because why the hell not? Guess I'll end it on that note. You don't like Omega lol? No, I don't like her. I don't like her, she's just annoying. At least Monokuma is funny, you know? Yeah, of course, I'm gonna spend up Gacha. Gacha.
Yeah, get that 100%.
I need to get like that clip of Guido losing it at the Gacha. It's like I've done an hotkey or something.
Yeah. With sound or without sound?
With sound, of course. 48 coins again. How much? 16%. I guess we'll see. Addiction is strong. Hey, the game encourages it. It does achievements. I like it, how really funky this is. Unlike last time, I'm not gonna like put in all the coins to get rid of the repeat percentage. So it's just a waste of coins. What the hell is that? Joke is funny, I'm totally laughing, she won't stab me. Honestly, I think she's going to just be a red herring, like she's not gonna do anything. Despite being a murderer in this. Like, I really wouldn't be surprised if they like threw that guard wall.
Honestly, don't remember.
I mean, I know this is weird a spin-off game that has her in it, but I'm not sure if it like actually has like anything lore-wise to the series, or just like a spin-off.
Yes, there was the phone that Yakya likes. For some reason.
Maybe I should start giving him phones. Maybe he likes that. It's certainly all attractive, that's what you say. Yeah. I just got that one. Come on. New stuff. Just a red scarf. I haven't got lucky yet, I got like a double. Oh hey, donuts. Oh gee, I wonder who's that gonna like. Maybe someone didn't shut up about donuts like 5 minutes ago. I don't know.
Yeah, some things are very obvious.
I'm sure what I was looking at though. Cup noodle. Anyone could like cup noodle, come on now. That's the coin. That's just a straight up sword. This would be a fake sword or something. Cat dog. I guess it's for something for me. Not like I want to spend any time with him. Ugh. It's weird that you get so much coins right from the beginning though, after the first trail. Seeing how much stuff you can get with that. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while, chat. I'm sorry. Those things again? Shoes? I don't know. But yeah, next week we'll get investigating. Maybe I'll play 2 times next week. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Because I'm pretty much done with puppet dance right now. Book. Why do you have whole bursts and shit in here? Monokuma, what are you doing? I have questions about that book. What the hell is that? Chat? Oh, it's also sorry, chat. The music keeps looping. Honestly, I wish the music would just keep playing, but it just resets every time. I have no idea why it does that. Sort of a silly decision, I would say. Is that the bong? Oh no. Well, I guess I know who to give that. Just another band t-shirt. Already had one of those. Another camera. Another one of those. Okay, so I'm gonna get a few dupes right now. Well, we're getting to the 50-50 chance of getting dupes or not now, so... Gun. I'm not sure why it jiggles every now and then. Short loop music. Shouldn't be this short of a loop though. Antique radio. Oh wait, the first lucky one. It took a while. Sun seeds? Oh, sunflower seeds, not sun seeds. Not that. What? Is that the worm on the string? I love the strings as a kid. They were funny. Funny little goobers. What is that? Like some of these things I have like absolutely no idea what they're supposed to be. Like that one. I guess it can be shoes? I'll go until 30 coins and then I'll leave it at this because I'm just like wasting time here. With a sword. Perfume. Fancy. One of those things. Why does it do that? Why does it make that sound? Why does it wiggle? Just another skull. More facts. Well, chat, I got the brick. Amazing. I finally got the brick. And the telephone. At first I thought it was like a pop-up ice cream, but no, it's actually like a like a rose in a tube. A Fundoshi? Oh no. That's probably good Renosuke in there. Some mud ball? What was that? A travel bag. I see. Should probably get going. Yeah, yes. I'm gonna quickly check what I have. I'm not gonna read all of them now. Presents. Why are there so many presents in this game anyway? Sonic Cup Noodle Flotation Dome. Oh wait. It's actually a blow up one. Just don't do this thumbstick the wrong way. Max gloves. Roller slippers. Small wheel. Oh, okay. Now I get it. I need to read this one though. A lone climb meant to emphasize one's manliness. Its simple design featured with a single leaf overlaid on the white cloth. I see. It's just okay. I mean, there's also phones in here, so let's not worry about it. Let's not worry about it. Quality chinchilla cover. Okay. Adorable reactions. Specifically for a sword. Okay, sure, just a Mirror Master sword. Why not? Berserker armor. Is this a Berserk reference, probably? I mean, it looks black, so could be. Caterpillar toy that was all original years ago. As you pull it, moves up and down, making it look alive. Yeah, just a woman on a string. Golden. It's an airplane. Doesn't really look like an airplane to me. Prince Shokotoku's globe. Oh. Hello, D'Amico. Spherical representation of Earth, says of softball. Why is Miko's relic in here? Meetings and... That's not a handbag, is it? Second button. Alright. Okay, it's not a brick, it's a piece of fumus, but whatever. Water flute? No. Oh, that's a duck. Oh, I thought it was a bong at first. Questioning bow tie, ancient tour tickets. Thanks. Talk magazine. Still not sure what the bucket means in Man's Fantasy 4 though. Still not sure about that one. And don't worry, Van. It's still kind of brick shaped, so it's still bad. Don't try me. It's brick shaped and you can throw it, so you can substitute as a brick. Don't worry about it. Alright. Time to save. Alright, chat. Hope you had fun today. And we'll continue this next week. Have a good weekend, I suppose, and just try to stay cool, I suppose. Yeah, I think try to stay cool is fitting, because of seeing how warm it is. But alright, see you next time. Bye bye.